At this time of national reflection, we remember all those who stood, who bravely volunteered, who served with valour, who fought bravely, heroically, and who died as heroes. They did this all for us, for this land we call home, and for the freedoms that this nation has, and I trust will always hold dear. Mr. Speaker, Madam Deputy Speaker, on the 11th day of the 11th month, we think particularly of the horrors of the First World War. My mind turns to the battlefields of France, and as a daughter of Ulster, I pause to consider the sacrifice of those who left the factories and farmlands of my homeland, of Ulster soil, and who laid down their lives on the battlefields of the Somme, who on the 1st of July morn, as the 36th Ulster Division went over the top, little did they know that 5,500 would be killed, wounded or missing within 2 days, 2,500 of whom would lose their lives. In the words of Sir Wilfrid Spender, I'm not an Ulster man, but yesterday, the 1st of July, as I followed their amazing attack, I felt that I would rather be an Ulster man than anything else in the world. Today, row after row of white headstones mark the sacrifice of these fathers, sons, husbands, brothers and friends, and many more headstones also stand in the Somme region and indeed beyond Flanders fields. It is a solemn privilege to visit these blood-stained lands, to visit the iconic Ulster Tower, which I might add is celebrating its 100th anniversary next year. In today's Northern Ireland, that sacrifice is still remembered. I have the privilege of Northern Ireland of working with a group called the Angry Somme Association, a group of more dedicated people you will not find, and their aim locally is to ensure that our children, future generations, that they teach them about the importance of remembrance, and I think we can all take a lesson from that today. I also want to commend the incredible work of the Commonwealth War Graves Commission. We heard much of it from a former member today, and we thank her for that. Their work in the building and upkeep of 23,000 cemeteries across the world and ensuring that 1.7 million men and women of the Commonwealth forces who died in the First and Second World Wars will not be forgotten. It's quite simply remarkable. And when you visit the cemeteries, they are immaculate, and I think that is a testament to the Commission, their staff and their amazing army of gardeners who do an amazing work. Madam Deputy Speaker, at this time of remembrance, we do so, of course, remember those who have laid down their lives in all conflicts. While my focus has been the Great War, the sacrifice of those in World War II, the Balkans, Iraq, Afghanistan, the Falklands and other conflicts is no less. Of course, as a representative of Northern Ireland, I also want to pay tribute to those who made the ultimate sacrifice in Operation Banner. I will give you.
I'm very grateful to the Honourable Lady, Madam. And touching on Operation Banner and recognising that it was the longest continuous deployment for the British Army, I think it's important to recognise that this debate this afternoon arose from a petition, and of the top 10 constituencies across the country who supported this debate today, Madam Deputy Speaker, 5 of them were from Northern Ireland, including my own constituency, demonstrating the strength of feeling, the regard, the appreciation and the admiration people from Northern Ireland have for the service given to us.
Excellent.
I thank the Honourable Member for his intervention and point well made. According to the Ministry of Defence, 1,441 serving members of the British Armed Forces died in Operation Banner, 722 of them whom were killed in paramilitary attacks. 197 UDR officers and soldiers were killed between the 1st of April 1970 and the 30th of June 1992. A further 61 ex-soldiers were murdered after they had resigned from the regiment. 302 RUC men and women were murdered during the Troubles, all because they wore the badge of the Royal Ulster Constabulary. 29 prison officers lost their lives, and as recent as November 2012, prison officer David Black in my own constituency was murdered by the enemies of Ulster, and we think of his family today as they continue to mourn his passing. While many of those who were left behind to mourn the loss of loved ones in world wars are now gone too, The tears still flow in many homes of those taken too soon during the service in Northern Ireland. My thoughts are with them today, and our gratitude is forever with those who stood as a human shield against the terrorists who by bomb and bullet sought to destroy my country and my community. And I reiterate my call to the government today to protect those Northern Ireland veterans from vexatious prosecutions. Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker.